Good morning. It's corn plot day, so we're dropping our tank so we can do that a little bit easier. My sales rep's going to be here in an hour or so, and we'll get stuff ready. We've got to load some fertilizer up. We've got to clean out our seed tanks, and what else do we got to do? Something. I don't know. Oh, we got to plant the end rows around the plot, so we got to get that ready. That's what we're going to do. We are loading up. I had to wash a little bit around there. There was some spilled fertilizer, and I cleaned my filter out again from when we did that in the field yesterday, which is where the fertilizer that spilled come from. We're loading our 2x2x2 tank right now, so we're going to put a full 300 gallons on there. That won't be enough to plant this whole field. It'll be close. Shouldn't be quite enough. But we've got enough in furrow on there, so yeah, this should all work out. We got to switch products. We've got quite a blend we're always using in our 2x2. I know it's been a while since we talked about it, but it's 45% 28002. It's 20% 10340. So in 300 gallons, I need like 60. 135 plus 60 would be 195. And then we need some ATS and the zinc that's in here for the rest of it. So that tank will be full. I think we are ready to go here. Our fertilizers are full. I put a bag of seed in each hopper, just one bag, because all I need to plant is the ends before we start doing the plot, and I don't know what hybrid I want to use for the rest of the field, or I've got one that I've only got 3 bags of that we might try and use for some of the agronomic trial stuff. So I don't want to have too much seed in there. 2 bags should plant these ends, and then we can clean it out if we need to. But yeah, let's go plant a plot. Okay, I planted round down on the far ends and got a straight edge because it kind of curves with our grass, so I just made the second one straight there. We planted one pass on the other side of our lane there. We've got another one to do along the road, but we are almost out of seed here, so we're going to get started with the plot. Plan is to do this the same as we did the bean plot, where we're going to vacuum out every meter, get all the seed out of there, and then put new seed in for each individual hybrid. And we'll do 8-row entries, which means we can do 3 at a time. We could go down to 6. It would make this go a little faster, and save some space. But I have the room. Yeah, it'll be all right. I gotta see how many we've got and what we're gonna do for agronomic trials on the far end, but it shouldn't matter. We should be fine, have plenty of room. So that's the plan here. Basically what we were doing is testing all of our different genetics, right? So we've got all these bags here that Tony is loading up into our gator. And we go from, what do we go from, 100 day?
100 day
to 113 days. So different maturities, different genetics. We've got a couple of 103 days, I believe. There's some new stuff in here. This 01B36 is new for next year, so give us a first look at some things that we wouldn't see otherwise. 03B19, that's the only bag I'm going to have of that this year. And then we'll have some of our older ones that we know, 08R52, 10L16, along with some that were new last year, like this 09T26, but we'll get another look at it this year and get some more data off of it. So that's the plan. All right, we are vacuuming units. We got the first 3 in, so we left the hybrid that I planted on these ends in the first pass along the lane there just for a buffer, so we don't have that edge effect on the first one. So that's good. We've got some help. Hi, Anna. She is home, so she's helping learn how to do plots because she's going to need to know that for her job. So we're doing a little teaching. She's vacuuming and out row units. I've got the next stuff ready to go. We're going to try and keep everything separate when we vacuum it out. So like that bag is the first 6 rows. We decided to go 6-row entries instead of 8. So this is going to go sort of fast. We're going to be able to plant 4 at a time. So as she gets the 6th one emptied out, I'm going to help her dump her thing back into there, and then I'm going to start putting this hybrid into the next 6 to go in here. had a slight delay when we were putting the seed in that time. I noticed there was some fertilizer leaking on one of the rows, and I got to looking around and trying to figure out. I thought there was a hole in a hose. Turns out my conceal was gone. Bolt had broken and it fell off, and it was not getting in the ground. So we fixed that. That's the first one that I've noticed has been broken this year. If it's one a year, I'll take it. It's not a big deal. Okay, we are wrapping up the plot planting here. We did some really cool stuff, really cool from the technology standpoint anyway, but I did a strip with no in-furrow, and then we did a strip with both in-furrow and 2x2, and then we did no 2x2, and then we just planted a strip with nothing, no starter fertilizer at least on either one, and then we're putting in another pass here of just straight single variety of seed in case I want to do like a V5 fungicide or some other kind of trial on here. But we're done with the plot, so we'll finish this field out. We're going to need more seed to do it, which is fine. We'll put something in, and yeah, but it's lunchtime right now and we're not in a hurry, so we're just going to go eat and then we'll come back and finish this. Doing 6 rows instead of 8 for each entry definitely shortened the length of the plot up. You can see the one flag right there. That's the end of the variety trials. Usually those come all the way out to here, and then we have agronomic stuff going way down through the field. So, yeah, it makes each sample a little bit smaller, but really I think we're okay doing that. And it keeps everything on more similar type of soil. I mean, we have variation, but it's similar at this point and keeps it a little tighter. I like that. All right, just finished up lunch. We're gonna get Tony his stuff loaded up and out of here, and then we're gonna deliver this seed and then come back and finish planting. And then I don't know, tillage maybe. All right, we got that seed delivered. Tracks really tear up my grass, man. Oh well. Let's finish planting. So we don't have much seed in there. I had like 2.5 bags of the one variety that we used for the population and fertilizer strips and plant this next round here. So there's not much left. I think I've got enough to plant the strip along the road. So we're gonna go plant that one, and then we'll be back up at the farm and we can throw a little bit more seed in. Actually just put the rest of the one box that we've got in, and we can load up our fertilizer tank again so that we can finish planting this field. It fits, but barely down the driveway here. Guys, remember how good that corn across there looked yesterday when we were doing the tillage? It looks even better today. You can row it all the way across. Oh, it's growing. It's beautiful. I should have planted so much more corn on April 12th and 13th. It will be very interesting to watch these two fields throughout the year because we are a month. Today is the 15th? 16th. Today is the 16th of May. We planted those on the 13th of April, so a little over a month planting date difference. Would be curious to see what the pollination difference is and how they look compared to each other. I expect this to come up fast and to not be a month behind, but I bet it's 2 weeks difference, and you know, we'll see. This will have a better stand, most likely. What's more important, a month of growing season or better stand? Or we're gonna find out. There. Plot field is done. We don't have anything else I'm comfortable planting right now, so we'll have to wait till tomorrow, but we can go look around, maybe do some tillage. See how Phil's coming with the beans. He's still planting beans, so that's good. All right, well, my Uncle Jack was up and or is here, and so him and I came over. We're gonna take this disc and go work a field closer to home, where right across from where Phil's planting now. That area seems to be a little bit drier than over here where we were yesterday, where it was way too wet over there on that sand ridge. So we're gonna pull out and find some drier ground, and we'll come back here tomorrow or Thursday, give it some more time to dry. I did see there were a couple of comments on yesterday's video about other YouTubers are asking about disc and stuff that's a little bit wet to open it up and help it dry out, and other people doing that and stuff. And that is something that you can do. Your type of soil makes a huge difference in how effective that is. And the lighter the ground, the more likelihood that's going to help. Our heavy clay-based ground, if you work it wet, especially with a disc, it's going to compact. And compaction is the worst thing that we can do. And so we try not to do that. It has happened before. There are instances where breaking the crust open is what you got to do to get it to dry out. But it's not something we like to do because wet soil compacts. And a disc, just the way that the concavity is on the blades, it's actually pushing down underneath on the back side of those blades. And it can cause significant compaction if the ground is too wet. So we try and avoid that if at all possible. Whoa, look at that. Challenger with a Fendt Momentum. I had no idea there was one of those in the neighborhood. Well, we're going to try this field. There's 94-ish acres here. Phil's planting over there right across the road. And then hopefully he can just jump over here. So this field, again, we're in that area where we've got muck pockets. The field across the road was one that I had run the field cultivator in and we had to deal with it. Almost got stuck back there, remember that? Yeah. And then, or not the field cultivator, the disc. And then we've got that low spot over there that's sort of turning green. That's all muck pocket. There's a bunch more along the ditch over there. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. But I think it's dry enough. We'll be fine. We're right down in the bottom of this kind of muck hole here. And I'm trying to just work the residue and not get too deep. You can kind of see how black this dirt is here. Real high organic matter. We just have pockets of it. We don't have a ton of it, but it can get a little interesting sometimes. It's so dusty, you can see it. You would think we're bone dry as dusty as it is, but it is not that. Although this is working up pretty nice. I suppose I should try and clean up some of these branches. One of those fields that we never made it to after the ice storm. I don't know if I can get all of this stuff or not, but we'll see if we can't push it off to the side at least a little bit. That side's better. I couldn't get that one. That one's attached to a big long tree that's down. So while we're out of the cab here, we'll just look around a little bit. Just kind of show you the job that the disc is doing and everything. But you can see this ground here, it's just hard, and you can see all the corn stalk rows still. We knocked them down with the disc last fall, but the stalks were fresh. They weren't very brittle, so it helps get stuff knocked down, but then the ground gets hard here. The disc is breaking it up nice. It's a little cloddy, but it's at least loose dirt. The corn stalk rows are destroyed, and then we're running the packer over it. It breaks up them clots, just firms everything so that it's a nice, even, level seed bed. Really does a pretty nice job. This will plant pretty nice. Beans, you don't have to have quite as nice of a seed bed as corn, but we still like to, have it as nice and loose as best we can. It's a little cloddier than I would like to see, honestly. Like I would like if that's a root ball. Some of this stuff was a little more broken apart. It would be good. I don't know if a different vertical till disc, like a 2660 Deere or a high-speed compact disc or something would be better, do a better job or not. I don't know. But this does what we need it to for now. Don't drive down our dirt roads anytime soon. They are spraying chloride on them. It's dust control, but it's salt and it will rust your vehicle out, so that's fun. Phil has got his field done across the road there, and I've got these rows done. So this field has got kind of L-shaped, sort of, yeah, it looks like that. So we've got all of this stuff up here done. Now the rows run the opposite direction, and we'll work from here to the south that way. So he could, in theory, come over here and start planting this now if he wants to. I don't know where. Jack picked him up, took him to get his truck. I assume he's got to go get more seed. We are working across that way. We're starting to find some wet spots. We went around that one, and there's spots like that one that we haven't farmed through in at least the last 2 years. Or I shouldn't say that. We planted beans through it the last time we had beans there. We couldn't harvest them because it was so wet when we harvested this field, and then it was too wet to plant corn through last year. There's one of those spots back on the end of this pass, back where we just came from, that Well, I'm doing my best to get stuck for you guys, to have some actual content. We haven't gotten stuck this year, so we might as well do that with the disc while we're in this field, right? There is no wood anywhere in this entire cab. Anyway, we'll see. I'm going through more than I probably should. If I don't get stuck, Phil probably will with the planter, so he'll be real happy about that. Yeah, that spot. I've been fine every pass so far. This one, yeah, we'll see. I realize I just over there got done telling you how you shouldn't use a disc when it's wet and you should avoid that. Well, the muck is kind of a unique situation because this dirt doesn't really pack. It stays light and fluffy, and I am lifting the disc up and just skimming through it. We're barely doing any tillage, but yeah, we made it through there just fine. So maybe it's, I don't know. We made it, so I guess we're good. Got a downshift going up the hills here. It says we got about 30 acres left, so we'll see how we do. I still think we're going to have some other spots we're going to have to go around, but we're hitting it. I don't know if it would dry out enough to come back in 2 days and try and piece some of this stuff in. I don't know what the right thing to do is, but the rest of the field, 90% of it is fine. It's in really good shape, so we're going to keep going. Phil's planting over there where we started this, so that's good. We got to keep moving and stay ahead of it. We're making progress. We're actually just about done. There's the field. You can see some gaps and stuff in there. Anytime I lift up at all, like if I'm trying to not dig as deep, it turns off the recording, and that was a big muck area there that I didn't want to dig deep. Those two spots kind of right there are about the only spots that I really had to go around. So we got this little triangle up here to do yet. So we're going to go work on that and then head out of here. I'm going to call Phil and tell him that he's okay to plant this, but I wouldn't do it after dark. Because there's, you know, that wet spot, those ends up there, that muck, I'm a little sketchy about whether the planter is going to be okay because that planter is heavy. And then over there are a couple of tile blowout holes and stuff that you don't want to hit with a planter. So it would be best to not do this after dark, and we really don't need to. We're not in that big of a hurry that he has to get it done after dark. So we've kind of got this hazy sun. It's not super sunny, but you can see the sun, but I don't know. It's not a great drying day today. Oh, we're gonna make it. The sun is really cool. Like, we don't see it like that very often. Anyway, Phil got done with those north-south rows over there. Now he's down here planting end rows, the east-west stuff. We are gonna get out of here. I'm done. It's the best way out. Good question. Okay, well, we're done. I'm gonna call it for the night. What time is it? Almost 8 o'clock, 7:52. My boys are here, playing in the sandbox over there. So we'll go see what they're doing and take them home and get them ready for bed. They've got about a week left of school, a week and a couple of days. So I'm sure they're ready to be done. It's what?
It's the end of this video.
It is the end of this video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that like and subscribe button. Questions, comments, leave them down below. We are going to finish planting corn tomorrow. It's going to happen tomorrow. Rylan, we're going to finish planting corn tomorrow. Did you know that? We are.
So we get to go and corn.
So what?
So we can play chalk there.
You play with some chalk some more? Yeah.
Hey, Dad.
What?
Is this the last time you're going to use the planter?
Until next year. Whoa. Hopefully. Hopefully we don't have any replants and we don't have to do anything a second time.
What's
but
that?
Phil should finish planting beans on Thursday. It won't be tomorrow, but we should on Thursday.
The corn
The sheller?
No, the corn thing that like breaks the corn and kills it.
What are you talking about?
It's in the back shed.
Was it anhydrous bar?
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
Anyway, oh, the rotary hoe?
yeah.
Oh, we're not getting the rotary hoe out. Nope, not doing that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We'll spend
hate
some.
that thing.
Well, I don't like using it. We'll spend some more time looking at some crops here later this week. Brock's going to be around tomorrow, so he's going to keep the tillage moving, and I'm going to plant, and we're going to have a good day. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Questions, comments. We'll see you in the morning. Crazy. They're crazy. What?
Why did you see that? The mohawk
Mohawk.
in your cedar house.
Groundhog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, woodchuck. There was. Yeah, we got him. We got him yesterday. He's gone.
He's dead.
Yep.
Why did you? No,
Natural causes. I don't know what happened.
I probably know why, because probably when it's chewing on his bag.